Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Take me somewhere where we can see epic rainforests, some beautiful beaches, and eat some great seafood.
Starting route to Moreton Bay region.
Let's get in a car, let's drive like we're far. We'll fly like stars, supernova. We'll go with the wind, take it for a spin. Keep doing it over and over. Ooh, life is like a roller coaster, baby. Ooh, I just want to pull you closer, baby.
There's no place like home, and the Moama Steamers become three-time Bowls Premier League champions.
Final session of day one here at BPL18 at Club Pine Rivers in Queensland's Moreton Bay region. What a beautiful area it is, and the weather has been kind to us today. Even though we are under the canopy, we're comfortable, we're warm, and we're excited for this matchup between the Moama Steamers, the defending champions, undefeated, and as are the Tasmania Tridents, their opponents. Beck Van Ash, Rob McMullen and Michael Sims to play Ryan Bester, Aaron Sheriff and Cass Millerick. Val Furbo, my name, joining me, she has done all day and doing a wonderful job, is Sophie Kurzman. Soph, how are you going?
Very, very good. I'm loving it here today. First two games were of great standard, so hoping for a third one of the same.
Yeah, very much looking forward to this one. We haven't had a tie-break as of yet. We've only had one power play win, but congratulations as well to these two. Barry Lester, Alan Ryan, 200 BPL games for the both of them. 140 for the Pulse for Barry Lester, 110 for Alan Ryan, and they both played at the Moama Steamers and Melbourne Royals, respectively, as you can see there. But congratulations on 200 BPL matches. Very much looking forward to this one, though. We're about to get started. Mark Strochnetter, the coach of the Tridents and the coach of the Steamers. Kevin Anderson, the enigmatic character that he is. Very jovial, always a smile on his face. Coin toss there. Kevin Anderson wins it. He's happy.
Hi, Kev. What
So,
a character.
Who's going to get us underway here?
Looks to be Beck.
Yep, Beck Van Ash. So Beck leading for Rob McMullen, nickname Rowdy. And he's in his third BPL match, yet to lose. Former Australian singles champion. And it's Bester for Sheriff.
Yes.
They're not bad names, are they?
No. They seem to be just here and there, those two names.
Yeah.
A couple of titles between them.
Well, yeah, both of them this year have enjoyed sensational campaigns.
Absolutely.
And Ryan Bester finally getting that singles gold at a major event. He
Yes.
won 2 Com Games silvers and then I think 2 World Champ silvers and a bronze. So
Yeah.
finally got there, and the relief at his home club at Broadbeach. What a place to do it for him as well.
Absolutely.
And he's won Canada's only 2 World Champs gold medals.
Wow.
So he's the Canadian GOAT.
He is the Canadian GOAT, yes.
And Beck Van Ash, the Tasmanian GOAT.
Yes, I was just about to say.
What has she got here?
Just shy.
Other matches going on here. The Hawks and the Lions next door. The Hawks 2 wins, 0 losses. Moreton Bay Pirates, they're taking on Club Tweed, or the Tweedheads Ospreys. The Melbourne Extreme, they're up against the Perth Suns. The Melbourne Pulse, they're on the TV rink against the Adelaide Pioneers. Always have to make sure I know which teams. I'm trying to think through all the teams that I'm missing there and have gotten there just in time. That one just drifting underneath for Beck. 2-time BPL All-Star. Ryan Bester, a 2-time MVP at this event, as well as a 3-time champion. Aaron Sheriff, 6-time MVP, 5-time champion.
Yep. Add it to the list.
Yeah, it's quite unbelievable what he's done, not just at this event, but this year. So many gold medals, so many trophies. In a whole room at his place just for the awards he's won. As Kevin Anderson couldn't find his power play and substitution cards, and he's had to walk onto the. He's put them under the green. I don't even know what that stuff's called. The plastic that's keeping the green protected from the tables and chairs. He's finally found them.
Great track here from Rob.
2022 Australian singles champion Rob
Yes.
McMullen.
Just pacey. Good starter. Got that tee covered.
Aaron Sheriff, he's got to be different here. He's different colour bowl.
Yep.
Now
Now that he's over with Aero.
Yeah. I do need to ask him why he's gone with the black and green. I do like the colour combination.
I
though.
do like
it.
the
Is
colour
nice.
combination, yes.
But my OCD says otherwise. So this one here, not sure where this is going to end up for Rob McMullen with that majestic beard of his.
Yes.
That's just gone
Does remind me a
under.
little bit of Maddie Lucas's beard.
Yes, speaking of majestic human beings altogether,
Yes.
Matty Lucas is just a superstar all round. He's very funny as well.
He is.
Dry sense of humour. Aaron Sheriff, what's he got?
Looks better.
Now this is a very good start from the Moama Steamers. They need to get one in here, Tasmania. Aaron Sheriff.
Yeah, any touch of that jack on the forehand is lovely, considering every single bowl of theirs is across the head, apart from one.
If Rob McMullen doesn't get one in, well, he's
On
going
his
big here.
backhand.
Got rid of one. So an opportunity here for the Moama Steamers to score a 4, I reckon. Be very close too. This could be a very good start for the defending champions. Don't know how happy Aaron Sheriff is with this one. Wants it to get down.
Great effort.
Almost. May have done enough. May have done enough, but that bowl on the wing could prove to be a thorn in the side of the Moama Steamers. The defending champions looking to equal the Sydney Lions with the most titles as a franchise. Sydney have 4, And that is a 3 to start proceedings here for the Steamers. They go to 3-0. Yeah, the Sydney Lions, they've got 4 titles. The Steamers and the Ospreys have 3.
Right.
And then the Melbourne Pulse, they've got a couple. Moreton Bay have a couple. Gold Coast Hawks, they've got 1. Adelaide, 0 from 2 finals, but if you count the endurance as well at the start of this event, they've had 5 runner-up performances, which is quite heartbreaking. Scott Thorburn and Wayne Rudiger have been part of all of them.
Yep.
And the Perth Suns, they've got the unwanted stat of never having won a final. They've made it a few times and haven't quite gotten the job done. So Ryan Bester,
Great correction. Great shot.
he's in some sort of form at the moment.
Yes.
The Canadian, hailing out of Broadbeach.
Beck just turning her back on that one as she cuts the head. The weight was fairly decent. Bester following this one down, just hanging high for now. Still going to count though. 3 to the Steamers. Beck hanging for the wide bolt here to sit for second.
So what we'll do in a sec, we'll go through the live ladder here at the Bowls Premier League. So we've got Moama on top, 2 and zip. The Gold Coast Hawks also 2 and zip, as are the Pirates and the Tridents. So they're the top 4, sitting undefeated. The Extreme and the Lions, they're 5th and 6th. They're on 1 win and 1 loss. And then we've got 4 teams without a win. The Ospreys, the Pulse, the Pioneers and the Suns. So 3 of the finalists from the last BPL. The Lions, the Ospreys and the Pulse sitting in the bottom 5 at the moment. But we know this tournament does require and does always have a lot of changes from day one. And the Adelaide Pioneers will tell you all about that after winning their opening 3 from the last event and then I think losing the next 10 or so. Nudge of the jack from Rob McMullen as Aaron Sheriff goes chasing it, looking for the shot. I think they're still holding 1. Rob McMullen. One of the nicest guys in bowls is Rob.
Just needs to settle.
If it does, he'll be looking good. Just won't get there. Go in the ditch. So opportunity for the Steamers to really entrench themselves on this contest. And if you go 3 and zip to start your tournament, Sophie,
You're doing very well.
You're in a great spot. Bit of a wayward end from both franchises here, and we've seen it a couple of times here, and it often takes about 3 ends until we really start seeing teams narrow in, unless your name is Dawn Heyman. She just went and nailed it from the get-go.
Great shot from Rob.
Rob McMullen gets Tasmania on the board. They get a 1. And Kevin Anderson says, I've seen enough, I want a power play. So, 3-1. Tasmania, they're on the board. Michael Sims comes in and Beck Van Ash comes off. So she plays her 2 ends.
She'll play 1 or more somewhere else.
Yep. Now, Tasmania, they are the king of tactics, I think.
Yes.
Because they often try a lot of different things early on to see what the best combination is, and then they get themselves sorted for the rest of it. But they know exactly what they're doing. And Beck Van Ash, she's a keen tactician, we know that. She's always after a few different stats and all that sort of stuff.
Simsy just closing in with his first, not far away at all.
So, Michael Sims, what has he got?
A very good correction by the looks. Great shot.
He's in his second BPL, having played his first, replacing Foundation member Mark Knights at BPL 17, and Rob McMullen replaces Taylor Mail, who's also another Tasmania Tridents Foundation team player. Beck Van Ash, the last one standing.
Yes.
Mark Strotchenetter, of course, the Foundation coach, so he's still around. We've coached a fair few matches now. Mark Strotchenetter. Michael Sims, that is a great start. He's winning this lead battle with Ryan Bester.
Not far away, going to get a little hand, I'd say.
Yep. Certainly does, but still 1 down. Having said that, things are a lot more open for the Steamers.
Absolutely.
So Sheriff gives him a high five and says, well done, mate. You've made my life a lot easier. Although Aaron Sheriff only needs a centimetre.
Oh.
And his life is easy.
You can give him a millimetre and I think he'd get it.
It's quite unbelievable. I reckon even I could pair up with him and we'd still win awards. And my form is shocking. So, Rob McMullen drew the shot with his last bowl of the second end to get them on the board. Will he get a little bit of luck there? No. Aaron Sheriff. What's he got here? He doesn't look all that far away.
Just needs to hold. Gonna head through.
Yeah, as we've seen today, they're running through in that direction and on that hand. Got Lachlan Strotchenetter watching, saying, let's go Tassie. Any relation to Mark? I dare say. So, Rob McMullen
draws second.
Second. Nicknamed Rowdy. So what has Aaron Sheriff got? A little bit of a shake of the head.
Just pacey.
It is running through, and we're noticing that here. So Aaron Sheriff, what correction will he have to make here? Just a little bit of weight and see what he can do. Turf bowls at the back, however. And Rob McMullen, as he put one there, just goes in. It's a little nudge of the jack here, Sophie.
Yeah.
They could be on. It is their power play. Oh, that is a fortuitous result. And a little shake of the head from Aaron Sheriff.
So 1 becomes 2. And
It does.
Or was it 2 in the end, sorry?
No, 2. No, 1 double to 2.
1 double to
Yep.
2, okay. Yep.
Only hold up the one marker, or the one paddle, one set of paddles there, the
we
marker.
go. So 5-1 to the Steamers going into the third end.
Look, they'll take it, and power play immediately recalled here by the Tridents. So Mark Strochnet are not mucking around. If they win, if they score a 2 this end, double that to 4, and we're even with 1 end to play.
Exactly right.
Yeah, sometimes you don't like winning them like that, but you'll still take them.
No,
it's like in tennis when you get a let cord.
Yeah, with this much on the line, I think you sort of secretly take them because there's so much at stake.
Yep. Shots are valuable.
But we've now seen 2 power plays, 1 in a row.
Our luck is turning around.
Yes.
So, Ryan Bester, let's see what he can do in this direction. Michael Sims had the better of him in the last end. It's looking good.
Great shots, Simsy. Ryan Bester with his last, chasing it down.
When he does this, you know he likes it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a very quick walk anyway,
Yeah.
but if he's jogging, you know he's good.
How are you on the ground? Are you a quick walker, or what are you when you're
I've got very
playing?
long legs, so I try to be quick. I'm not a big runner. I'm not a big chaser of my bowls. Certainly wasn't when I started. I do a little bit now.
Yeah.
Now that I've got a little bit of confidence behind me, better than I used to be. But yeah, I'm usually a speed walker.
Yeah.
Seems to be watching it from halfway down. He's just going to hang wide to that outside bowl. But no change of position for the other 2.
Aaron Sheriff. Backhand here.
Just needs it to swing. He's played it pretty high. I'm not super familiar with errors, having never played with them, but there's that last minute turn and he came in for third, so there you go.
Gets himself in, and Tasmania, they really do need to win this end, because if they do, if they can, as we said before, if they score a 2, they'll be looking good and they'll tie things up. This one's coming back nicely from Rob McMullen.
Great shot. Very well played.
Jack goes into the ditch, Bolt follows it right to the precipice. And the crowd just got rowdy for Rowdy.
We've got 3 to the Tridents. 4-shot turnaround.
Yeah, double that to 6.
Exactly.
But, and that's a big but, Aaron Sheriff doesn't need many more invitations, however.
No, just falling in with that one.
But he's got one more to make the correction, and let's have a look at the replay here. Rob McMullen.
As clean as they come, that shot.
Yep, the Tassie fans that are here, they loved it. They've got a few people watching on behind us.
What's he done?
Talk us through this one. Sophie Kurzman.
If he holds on, just going to fall in.
It wasn't far away
No,
there.
it wasn't far at all. So see how Sheriff corrects with this one. Only just fell in with that last bowl, so not too much to change. It's pretty close.
Yeah, he's looking good here. He's running in behind it.
Just needs to walk a bit more.
Can he get in for a second? Yeah.
Maybe. Got one.
So, yeah, but does that give Rob McMullen a little bit of a target here?
Yeah. I think so. Simsy just called if he does get that bowl, it goes back to 3, which turns into 6, and all of a sudden they're in front.
It's gone big.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. What is the result there now?
Well, I'm assuming 2.
That is a toucher that's gone into the ditch.
Now, we'll call that 1 for 1 on the luck
Yep.
with Omar's shot on the last end, but...
So that Tasmanian bowl, we know, is a toucher. So they're measuring for that now. They've kicked out 2. And that is a 3. Double that to 6, Sophie Kurzman.
And we have a 7-5 lead to the Tridents.
Unbelievable. 7-5, and we see that, well, it happened in their last match, Moama. Went big, or they dropped a massive power play to the Ospreys, and then all of a sudden scored a big one of their own.
Exactly,
well, they managed to double a 1, but dropping a 3 in turn 6, that is a huge result.
Absolutely.
For the Tassie Tridents, who they only won 4 matches at BPL 17. They win this, they're already at 3 after 1 day. Give you some updates from around the rinks here. The Hawks leading 6-5 over Sydney. That's after 4 ends. The Tweedheads Ospreys, they're leading 4-2 over the Pirates. That's after 4. And the Perth Suns, I believe that is 5-3 to them over the Extreme. Yep. Oh, our scoreboard attendance stands and doesn't go far enough for me to see. So, yep, 5-3 after 3. There we go. We'll give you an update on the TV rink very, very shortly. So the Steamers are in complete control. That's what power plays can do. They flip things on a dime.
Absolutely. It's one of the looser ends we've seen from our leads, but they do have 1 left each. As Michael Sims draws a second shot.
He's looking good, is Michael Sims.
Sheriff just calling for similar weight, just fixing up the line for Bester. Trail for any number.
And we spoke a little bit before about luck, Sophie Kurzman, that Moama got that fortuitous result on their power play. Tassie rectified that, and I feel like luck has been the thing that's eluded Tasmania for their tenure in the BPL. I think, and I don't think they'd mind us saying that they've been on the wrong end of a lot of bad luck. And
absolutely,
last time out, there were matches that we spoke about that you thought that they were in front the whole time, and they said, "How the hell did we lose that?"
Yep. Like we said, it comes down to 1 bowl, 1 end, 1 score. So
exactly
the
right.
format is cutthroat. But that's the game we play. Great shot there from Rob. Finishing in a really good home behind the head. Probably wanted to finish on the other side, but fairly well played.
So Moama needed 2 to tie the set, 3 to win it. Tasmania need to, if they lose this end, can only be a 1 if they want to win this set. And Sims and McMullen proving to be a very, very painful combination for Bester and Sheriff to deal with. Rob McMullen wants it to hold.
I'm sure viewers can hear Blake Nairn on the far, far rink of this side of the green, as Cody Packer must have played a great shot.
He's a loud man.
He is
Blake
a loud
Nairn.
man. You'll hear him before you see him, I think.
So,
What have we got here? Correction from Sheriff with a fantastic shot.
a mighty correction at
And
that.
he is turned on a 90-degree angle to sit right beside the jack. But it does leave that jack open still for Rob on his backhand. Any touch, and they've got a few out that way.
So, Rob McMullen,
It's close.
he's not far away at all. Sits his away, or knocks his away, and goes in for second. So now Aaron Sheriff with an opportunity here. Best is just going to... He'll give us some room in a sec where we can see.
Yeah.
But what's the go here? Timeout called?
No, nominating the kill. I think that will call a timeout, but they're nominating the kill. Doesn't see them
Yep.
getting, two's not what they want. So
Yep.
some new to the game might be confused. They're holding shot. Why would he want to kill it? Ideally, you want to win the set because the draw isn't ideal. So he doesn't see them getting a win. So better to start again.
Big weight, Aaron Sheriff.
And he's
Didn't kill it, but
he's got the draw, I think.
I think that's a 2, which they still get half the set point.
I think it's
better than a set lost.
I think Ryan's going to measure for the third.
I think they've got it. I reckon Aaron Sheriff.
Kev thinks 3, Ryan thinks 2,
Yep.
but they're going to tape it anyway.
I called 3, so if it is a 3, I'm going to take it. Substitute being made. Cass Millerick coming in. Believe Best is coming off. Kevin Anderson believes that he's got this.
He's confident.
And the measure gets more and more tense as we go on. That is a 2, so we do get a tied set. So, 7 apiece to finish that set. A brilliant result there for Aaron Sheriff. He hit the jack clean. And we get the substitute Bester off and Millerick on, and Van Ash comes on. Michael Sims comes off. So, brilliantly done there from Aaron Sheriff again. He just continues to amaze. He hit that jack absolutely belly and sent it straight into the ditch. Brilliant stuff from the 3-time world champion. 3-time outdoor, 2-time indoor.
Yes.
And world champion of champion singles.
Yep.
He's done absolutely
and the
everything.
list that we were going on and on and on about before, you could talk forever.
Yep, a Com Games gold, and then he's got one of all of the big 4 events. Kelsey Cottrell has all 4. Superstar that she is. So, a drawn first set. We've seen a few of those today. Tweed have taken the opener over Moreton Bay. The Gold Coast Hawks, I believe, have taken the opener over the Sydney Lions. And the Melbourne Extreme have taken the first set over the Perth Suns.
Ryan Bester hoping to correct on this first one. Just fell high and far with the first, and he's done a pretty good job of it here.
Cass Millerick.
Sorry. Thank
Sorry,
you.
the amount of times
I did,
that
and I walked her on. I saw her walk on too,
the
but I
amount
just
of
assumed.
the amount of times I've done that, do not worry.
Sorry, well, Cass Millerick has played an awesome correction. My fellow Victorian teammate, I really should have picked up on that. I saw her walk on with her bowls too. That's just how good my memory's going today.
Don't worry, that happens to the best of us. You're well and truly inducted into the Ringside Live community now, Sophie Kurzman.
If there's not one mistake made, is it really a commentary?
Yeah. If you go through a day without making an error, that is it's the best thing you could possibly do.
All right.
It's like drawing like 3 resting touches.
Yes, true. All right, well, Cass Millerick holding first shot, third shot. Beck Van Ash back on, holding second.
So,
speaking of promotions, Cass going up to the Open Jackaroo side.
yes.
Which I know she was very excited about. And
As
like
she
Bree
should be.
Smith, very, very, very well deserved with her AO titles, state titles, everything in between, bronze in the singles.
I know.
She's doing fantastic at the moment.
And then I think you look at Cass and you also look at Bree and in the men's side of things. Nick Cahill, very well deserved his
yes.
inclusion, and same with Nathan Black as well.
I think with those two, it was a matter of not if but when.
And both so young as well.
Absolutely. Nathan's only 19, I think,
Yep.
nearly 20.
I think he's just turned 20.
Oh, he just turned. Oh, I did too. He had a birthday recently. Yeah, just turned 20.
And Nick Cahill 21. So,
yes.
and he's making another big shift down to Cabramatta.
Yes. It's all happening in the bowls world.
It is silly season.
Very much so.
All season is silly season, really.
Yes. We've just seen Aaron Sheriff draw another, so first and second for the Steamers here, as Rob just finds every single gap in the head to go to the ditch.
So Aaron Sheriff with his second here. What's he got? So Tasmania set the length in the opening set, so they'll do it again after the drawn set in the second. So we tick over 4 o'clock here local time. Good afternoon to wherever you're watching.
Yes. Nearly good evening.
Yes, well, it's good evening back home
It
for
is,
us
Yep.
in Melbourne. Aaron Sheriff looking to get the Steamers off to the best possible start.
Just wants it to hurry. I think they're only going to pull 2 out of this.
Still a good result. It's the first time anybody's won consecutive ends in this match, and the Steamers are the team to do it. A 2 on the final end of the opening set and a 2 on the first of the second. And substitution again, I believe. Michael Sims coming straight back on. I think Beck's saying she doesn't like rink 1. But I think that's the humility of a lot of these players out here, Soph, that you know, if they sense that they're not performing to the best of their ability, they'll sub themselves off and say, you have a go and we'll try and get the best result that we can.
Yep, absolutely.
No egos involved.
Simsy just going around the back. See if Cass can put another one close. Two good shots from Cass.
Bit of a breeze again.
Yeah.
What has Michael Sims got? He's been magnificent so far.
He has been, yeah. They're probably 2 of his worst, and they're not even that bad.
Yeah, he's in the area. Cass Millerick, beautiful delivery.
She does have a good delivery. I do wonder how she does what she does. I don't think my knees would be able to handle how deep she goes.
It's got to practice those lunges.
Yes.
Her Browner Smith on the right line was talking about some of the things that she does in terms of preparing, and lunges are one of the main things that you have to do as a bowler, and it's fair enough.
Considering the whole game is based around the movement,
pretty much.
I think Bree's onto a good track there.
Are you dumbbell lunging, or what are you doing?
Or maybe in my gym sessions, a couple of lunges. But if I was stretching, I don't think I'd be able to put the weights on.
So, Moama holding sway. They lead 2-0 in the second. The first set was halved. So Rob McMullen again. He's running weight here. What's he got, Sophie?
It's not far away.
He's close.
Got the shot bowl.
So
now for one down.
Wasn't far off. Aaron Sheriff back on the mat. Last bowl will go to Tasmania. Aaron Sheriff, Corey Wedlock and Carl Healy became the first Australian males to win 2 World Championships gold medals on green at the same event. Aaron went ahead clear as Australian males go with the most gold medals in the nation's history. Rob McMullen goes big and goes underneath, so he's going to have one more crack at this. Down 2. If they drop a couple here, I dare say Mark Strotchnetter will be going for the power play sign.
I would say so, yeah.
They don't mind using them early. Kevin Anderson, another one that doesn't mind using an early power play. Tweed leading 3-0 after 1 in the second set over the Pirates, having won the opener. Sydney, 6-zip up over the Hawks after 2 in the second, having lost the first. That's a good rebound for them.
And Omar has just put quite an annoying bowl in the head.
So where does Rob McMullen go?
Yeah.
Trail towards their own is the indication from Michael Sims.
Yep, I think you have to put the reduction in on the weight just purely because of where Omar's bowl landed.
Rob McMullen, what's he got?
Not far away.
Not far away at all. He has got it.
It's made 2.
That is
Great
monumental. Shot. One of the shots of the match so far from Rob McMullen. Was there a power play called? No. Beautifully done. How important is that, Sophie Kurzman?
Coming into the last 2 ends of the game, I think, crucial.
So, 2-all. What a turnaround there. A 4-shot turnaround, in fact. They were down 2 and then up 2.
We do have a Tassie. Oh, no, do we? No, we don't. I was going to say we've got the wrong colour jack, but no power play as of yet going into the third end.
So this is an unbelievable match here, ebbing and flowing, and the momentum changing consistently between the two franchises, the defending champions and the Wooden Spooners from BPL17.
Cass plays a lovely bowl down on her backhand.
When doesn't she play a lovely bowl, though?
Not very often.
And it's not very often that Kelsey Cottrell loses a singles match, but Cass Millerick rectified a 0-7 start at the Australian Open. May have even been 0-9 in that final to win that epic Australian Open match. And forever etched in history as an Australian Open women's singles champion. such a hard event to win the AO.
Oh, absolutely. With the amount of entries, you know, you see your big competitions, your world champs, etc. They're obviously hard to win because everyone's at a good standard. The AO is hard to win purely because of how many people actually enter in the first place. So
Yep. And talking to Barry Lester, he actually was alluding to the fact that the AO is harder to win because you've got to play more matches, and the calibre of bowls is so high.
absolutely.
And to go through singles and win all those matches is so impressive.
Definitely.
And there's always a scare here and there as well. Aaron Sheriff was down 20-12 against Glenn Pitts in the semi-final. Managed to come back and win that. Not sure how he did it, but it was quite unbelievable. And in singles, every end is sudden death when you're down 20-something.
Quite literally.
So, Cass Miller holding sway at the changeover. Aaron Sheriff and Rob McMullen make their way down. Tweedheads currently leading the Pirates 3-2 after 2 in the second. The Melbourne Pulse won the opening set 8-4, and Pulse lead 3-0 after 2 in the second set against the Pioneers.
Very well played, Rob. Great shot. Moama just going to cut the head here. Weight's pretty good.
So, Rob McMullen, this is a huge end in the context of things because they can get a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence flowing, and they could almost have themselves on top of the ladder by the end of the day. Flops that bowl over, that's 2. Sophie Kurzman. What has Aaron Sheriff got?
Great track. Well played. 1.
Aaron Sheriff yet again. So where does Rob McMullen have to go here, do you think? What's Michael Sims instructing?
Yeah, playing, I think, pretty big weight. He's called his back. Michael called either hand, but Rob will play his backhand. Decent weight down for the shot bowl, or if the jack happens to come with it.
Just skittling past. So Aaron Sheriff, an opportunity to pop in a second. Taylor Mail watching on. Rowdy makes this look easy. Well, so do you, Taylor. It's a good Tigers man, Taylor Mail. One of my brethren. Is this going to find the gap from Aaron Sheriff? It is.
What a fantastic shot.
It's magnificent in every way.
Tassie with a power play.
Yep, and a substitute for Moama. Cass Miller, it comes off. Wow. Quite unbelievable. But their last power play for Tassie.
Yep.
That was a 3 double to 6.
Yes. So
have a look at the replay there. It's just ridiculous how good he is. So a bit of a loosener there for Ryan Bester. How'd that be? It's a very difficult position for Kevin Anderson to be in, having to ask your partner to come off the green.
Good shot from Michael.
Dan just asking about the Facebook page. Yes, we are working diligently with Meta to try and resolve the issue. So hopefully we've got a resolution by this week, but we're not too sure. It's not a quick process, but we're getting there. We do feel like we're flying with one hand without the Facebook page.
It is hard, isn't it?
Yep. But you can catch all of BPL18 right here on YouTube. And of course, bowls.com.au. That's where you can go later on to find the wrap of the day. We'll also put it on Instagram and Twitter. We are still available there. Michael Sims.
Wanted to draw a second.
Yeah. And again, they won their last power play with a 3 double to 6, so that would put them in a very good position if they did it again. This one's just going to come around and not... I don't know how much use there'll be, but who knows?
Oh, anything can happen when you've got these two, but...
Jacks can end up in very strange places,
exactly.
Sophie Kersman. I'm sure you know all about that.
Exactly. But I'd back Omar to draw this any day of the week.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, there's a few pages that are claiming to be Bowls Australia. That is definitely not us.
Mm-hmm.
You will know when we are back. We're verified and all that sort of stuff. So, thank you very much for all the support and the patience that everybody's having for us, because we are getting there. Be a big party thrown when it's back, don't you worry.
Rob's gonna
Crash Omar's closer, I reckon.
give the shot away, I think.
Down one, yeah. Pulse lead 5-1 with an end to go in the second, having won the first over Adelaide, but the Pioneers playing their power play, so they need a 3 in that end to win the match or to win the set, take it to a tie break. Rob McMullen with his second bowl of this fourth end, and more crucially, Tasmania's power play. It's coming. It is coming. It is finding the gap.
Picked every gap Rob has, I believe. It's his third bowl that's found nothing in the head.
Yeah, been a few of those, hasn't there?
So he's going to rely on his last, which is not what you want usually. I think the ideal result would be the inside edge of that shot bowl, if anything.
Aaron Sheriff. His precision is as good as it gets.
And a very, very, very well-placed bowl.
So now this is going to be really hard for Rob McMullen, but...
I think he's going to have to... Oh, no. Okay. Same hand. Clip the closest bowl for one.
Running Wade.
Anything in the area.
If he's in the area, that jack could skew out to the side. He's not far away. Oh, my God. So
Needed
close.
anything.
Yet again. And that, I believe, is a 2 to Moama. Just a 1 to the Steamers. And they lead at 5-2. It's their power play. So power play defended. And the Steamers, well, they have won 4 of the last 5 ends here in this match. And the momentum well and truly with them. But a 3 here and tying up the set will send this one to a tie break. The first set was tied at 7-all. And next door, Sydney leading the Gold Coast Hawks 11-0 in the second set, having lost the first. There is a power play called there. And I think that's Steve Glasson. So that is a very well and truly an inconsequential power play. That does not mean anything. The set has gone the way of the Lions.
Yep.
But they're holding a 2 or a 3 here, which could send it to 17-0. And Ryan Bester puts it in for a second, but room there for Michael Sims. I think people are taking it literally what I said about the party if Facebook comes back. It'll just be it'll be myself with a big fist pump, pretty much, and Lockie as well. Maybe we'll get out and dance during the BPL evening sessions. Who knows? I don't think anybody really wants to see that, though.
Oh, I think a few people would. Great shot from Ryan Bester.
I might pretend they don't know me after that.
Yeah, true. Only problem is a little bit of a target now.
And you're right, Sophie. Michael Sims has gone at it.
Close.
Jack into the ditch. His bowl is a toucher, but I don't think it's going to matter. And his first bowl, the one that would have been shot, has gone into the ditch too on the rebound.
So it's 1, maybe 2, but plenty and plenty of room.
So they need a 3. Rob McMullen has all of his left in the tank. All of his shots need to be the shot. We're going to a tie break next door between the Lions and the Hawks. The Hawks looking to end the day 3-0. Aaron Sheriff, that's going to come in beautifully.
Drawing the shot.
The Melbourne Pulse, they're on the board at BPL18. They won the last 2 events here, and they defeat the Pioneers in a rematch of that BPL 16 grand final.
We're already on a pretty good track here.
Rob McMullen.
Great shot. A pretend hat off from Michael Sims, if he were wearing one.
As they say in Cracker Jack, that's the the ultimate bit of praise you can have. So Aaron Sheriff won't get near it. Same bowl here for Rob McMullen. Doesn't want to widen up a target though.
Looking a little bit quicker. But if it settles... Oh, wow.
It stayed on.
Wow.
Still won. Well, yeah, that bowl of Aaron Sheriff's.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll... So I dare say you'll be going for that. But also enough weight to stay on.
Absolutely, yep.
So Aaron Sheriff just needs one in the area, yep.
It's pretty close.
He's done nicely there because it's far enough away from the other one that now it almost makes it impossible for Tasmania to net the 3 that they need to send it to a tie break, or the 4 that they needed to win.
So we're almost clutching at straws here, but it is bowls, anything can happen.
We do know that.
So we're playing for the front bowl onto one of the bowls. Bit of a bouncy drive.
He's knocked his own and the peg as well. And that'll be it. It'll do the job. The Steamers will get the job done. I believe that was a 1 in the end to Tasmania. Oh no, 2 double to 4.
2 to the Steamers.
2 to the Steamers. So they win it with a power play. So Sophie Kurzman, a 7-all, 9-2 win to the Moama Steamers. They win 5 of the last 6 ends of the match. They were simply supreme in that second set. But they end the day on top, and they send them the ominous warning to the rest of the competition.
Absolutely. I think they're a force to be reckoned with, this Steamers side. Reigning champions, got a lot of confidence, and as they should. So
they were absolutely brilliant today. But what's been the pick of the day for you?
Well, coming into this last game, Tassie with 2 wins is a big start for them, and this loss doesn't put them out of it, considering they got half a set against the Steamers. So I think that they've had a great start to their day. Another one, I'm just having a look at the scores as we go across, and I really should back the Extreme. They've had 1-1, so this might get them on the 2-1 as well. There are a few teams going around. I think Tweed Heads had their first win, so definitely a few teams, and only the start, so probably couldn't pick anyone from here, but a few good wins and a few upsets that I think people would agree with.
Yes, Tweed, they are on the board. They've defeated the Pirates. I think the Extreme, have they beaten Perth? Nope, they're going to a tie-break. The Pulse have also won their first match. So we'll have a look and see if we can get a live ladder up. If we can't, we'll bring you that in the wrap, which you can find at bowls.com.au later tonight. Also on Instagram and Twitter, now known as X, actually. I call it Twitter, but it's not that anymore. But tomorrow morning, Sophie Kurzman and myself, Val Febo, we're going to be back from 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Check your local guides right here on Bowls Australia's YouTube channel, because it's the Melbourne Extreme against the Moreton Bay Pirates. And Sophie, she's got a vested interest in that one. Don't you worry about that.
I'm excited for that one.
Then we've got the Pulse and the Hawks after that, and the Perth Suns and the Adelaide Pioneers to follow at 11:30 a.m. That's the last Rinkside Live match. And then from 4 o'clock tomorrow, it is the broadcast game, which we are very excited for. The broadcast night, that starts 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Fox, KO and Sky Sports NZ. But until tomorrow morning, it's been Val Febo and Sophie Kurzman. We hope you have a great night. Sophie, thank you very much.
No worries at all. Looking forward to the rest of the week.
We'll see you tomorrow morning from 9 a.m.
There's no place like home, and the Moama Steamers become 3-time Bowls Premier League champions.